He guns down criminals with ruthless precision as chaos erupts. He crashes into a police cruiser, only to be knocked out by corrupt officers. Today we delve into the details of A Working Man full movie recap. If you're new to this channel, please do subscribe and let us know where you're watching from in the comments section. Your support is greatly appreciated, my dear friend, thank you. The movie begins with Levon Cade, who wakes in his car, refreshes, and heads to work at a Chicago construction site, where he's a respected foreman. Well liked by his team, some even pack him food as a sign of appreciation.
Tell her thank you.
He motivates his crew, promising a bonus for hard work, setting a tone of camaraderie and dedication for the day. Though Levon seems to have no family, his boss Joe Garcia, Joe's wife Carla, and their daughter Jenny treat him like one of their own. Jenny asks to celebrate the end of her school semester, and despite Joe's concerns about expenses, he agrees. Later, Levon spots thugs attacking a worker. After a warning is ignored, he violently intervenes, protecting his colleague. More armed thugs arrive, but he fends them off with his shotgun, asserting control. He warns them never to return, declaring he's a working man defending his ground. Carla sends Jenny with food for Levon.
You didn't see anything.
She witnesses everything, stays silent, and in return just asks Levon to have her back. He promises. He arrives at a mansion to pick up his daughter, Mary, who lives with her wealthy grandfather, Dr. Roth. A bitter man, Roth blames Levon for his daughter's death and questions his fitness as a father due to rage and war trauma.
Today was your visitation.
Roth throws a party on Levon's visit day, pretending to forget, undermining him deliberately. Mary, wise like her father, waits to eat until Levon arrives, cherishing their short weekly time together. Unbothered by others' opinions of him, she enjoys his company. He gives her a photo of her late mother, though Mary feels upset about her death.
I'm mad at Mama.
He then visits his lawyers to discuss Roth's deliberate interference by hosting a party on his visitation day.
It was suicide.
He reveals his wife's tragic suicide, caused by overwhelming stress while he served overseas. The lawyers warn that Roth's wealth allows him to hire top legal teams aiming to drain Levon financially and separate him from Mary. Despite this, Levon remains determined and resourceful, vowing to keep fighting for his daughter's place in his life. Struggling for a place to sleep, Levon rents a small room for the night. The mattress is filthy, but he endures it, driven by his fight for Mary. While he endures a grim night, Jenny and her friends use fake IDs to sneak into a nightclub, celebrating the end of their semester with dancing and laughter. Unnoticed, two men lurk in the background, snapping secret photos of the group. Watching closely is a criminal couple, Viper and Artemis, scouting for a target to deliver to their client. Meanwhile, Jenny escorts a sick friend to the bathroom. When she leaves the bathroom to rejoin the crowd, she's intercepted. A man grabs her and swiftly shoved into a waiting van and taken away. On Monday morning, Joe and Carla tearfully inform Levon that Jenny has been missing since Friday.
Jenny's missing.
Fearing the police won't help, Joe pleads with Levon, knowing his past as a Green Beret. He even offers payment, hoping Levon can track her down. But Levon, burdened by his past, refuses, claiming that life is behind him and walks away.
It's not who I am anymore.
He later visits his old comrade, Gunny Lefferty, a blinded veteran who greets him with a near-miss arrow shot. Grateful for Levon saving his life, Gunny welcomes him warmly. He shares Jenny's situation, voicing his inner conflict. But it's clear, he's not seeking advice. His mind is already made up, he's going after Jenny no matter what it takes. Levon returns to the Garcia home, finding Joe drunk and grieving while rewatching Jenny's piano performance. Joe feels helpless, unable to face his family in their darkest hour. He reminds him they're his family too, and with quiet resolve, assures Joe that he will bring Jenny back.
I'm gonna bring her home.
Later, Levon launches his search for Jenny by visiting the nightclub she last attended, uncovering small but vital clues. His investigation leads him to Johnny, a bartender tied to the criminals. He trails him to his apartment and violently interrogates him, resorting to waterboarding to extract information.
The system tells you that you're drowning.
Just as Johnny begins to crack, two armed associates arrive, alerted by Johnny's cries. Thinking fast, he uses Johnny as cover during the gunfight, killing both intruders and taking their money. Among the bodies, he notices signs that point to Russian involvement. Meanwhile, Jenny wakes up in a mysterious chamber, restrained and terrified. After, Levon surveils the crime scene from his car as Wolo Kolesnik, a high-ranking Bratva captain, arrives and assumes the murders are an attack on their organization. As the Bratva begins to mobilize, he continues tracking them, though momentarily distracted by a call from his daughter, Mary, whom he can't prioritize right now.
Supposed to be calling me from school?
Following the Bratva's movements, he tracks Wolo to his mansion. After witnessing Wolo abuse his wife, Levon breaks in, knocks him out, and ties him to a chair suspended over a pool.
Don't mind.
Threatening to drop him if he's too loud, Levon demands answers about Jenny. Wolo curses in Russian, blaming someone named Dimi. Levon lets Wolo drown. Simon Karchenko, the head of the Bratva, discovers his brother Wolo's body and learns that Dimi, Wolo's son, is the one running human trafficking operations. After reviewing security footage, Simon sends his sons, Danya and Vanko, to hunt Levon down. Meanwhile, Jenny is being tortured by her captors, who ignore her pleas and prevent her from making any unnecessary moves. Desperate for answers, Levon contacts his former colleague to track down a name, Dimi, unsure of the connection but knowing Dimi is involved. His colleague directs him to Dutch, a local drug lord who can lead him to Dimi. He rides a bike to meet with Dutch's crew, but when he enters the club, his suspicious behavior gets him mistaken for an undercover cop.
He's got a gun in his pocket.
Security footage confirms the suspicion, and Levon is confronted by the crew. He strikes a deal, offering cash in exchange for drugs. This takes him directly to Dutch. Dutch, initially thinking Levon is a cop, sends his goons to handle him,
I didn't come here to be disrespected.
but he quickly overpowers them. Recognizing each other as former soldiers, Levon and Dutch develop a mutual respect. Dutch gives him directions to meet Artemis and Dougie, who will guide him to receiving his product. At the meeting in a cafeteria, Artemis points a gun at Levon, demanding the money. After handing over cash stolen from the Russian gunman, Levon is given a small phone and told to wait for a call. He thanks them for their hospitality and leaves.
Thank you for not shooting me.
On his way, Levon gets a call from Dutch, who gives him the location of drugs in his vehicle. Levon, uninterested, discards the drugs, remaining focused on his mission to save Jenny. Artemis and Viper bring Jenny to meet Mr. Broward, their client, who has chosen her because she resembles a painting at his father's house. He plans to use her while unconscious, but to his surprise, Jenny is awake. She bites a large chunk from his cheek, enraging him. He orders Artemis and Viper to take her away. Meanwhile, Dutch calls Levon, asking if he liked the product he bought earlier and arranging a meeting with the main dealer, Dimi, the very person he's searching for. Levon arrives on time for his meeting with Dimi, still posing as a legitimate buyer.
My name is Demi.
Dimi requests his driver's license, scans it, and confirms he's clean, earning Levon's trust. He pays in cash using stolen money from a Russian gun deal, but ultimately destroys the drugs given to him. His goal isn't the product, but gathering vital information about his targets. The meeting proves useful for Levon's investigation. Later, he spots Viper in old club footage, confirming his role in Jenny's abduction. Tracing his trails around the biker bar, he's quickly recognized on security cameras.
Easier?
As gunfire erupts, Levon steals a bike and escapes into the woods. He crashes into a police cruiser, only to be knocked out by corrupt officers, secretly working for the criminals. Danya and Vanko arrive soon after, bribing the cops for Levon. Tied up in the van, he breaks free, launching a brutal fight that sends Danya and Vanko crashing violently around inside.
You want me to be scared?
Amid chaos, the driver is shot, the van crashes, and Levon kills both brothers. Later, he escapes and sends the van plunging into the river to erase all evidence. At the morgue, Simon sees his son's bodies and swears vengeance, turning his war with Levon deeply personal. Furious over losing a valuable client after Jenny attacked Broward, Demi orders Artemis and Viper to kill her. The two reluctantly prepare to carry out the hit, knowing failure could cost them their lives. Jenny's fate now hangs in the balance as Levon closes in on her captors. Simon informs the Brotherhood of Levon's deadly trail. His brother Kolesnik and sons now gone. Alarmed, they assign Simon 2 men to locate Demi, hoping he'll lead the Russian mafia straight to Levon. The hunt intensifies. Later, Simon storms into Demi's nightclub with his volatile enforcer, Karp, who recklessly fires into the air, sending patrons scrambling. Simon confronts Demi, revealing Kolesnik's death.
Your father is dead.
Demi, unfazed by the news of his father, admits meeting Levon, thinking he was just a wealthy dealer. Once informed of Levon's true identity and mission, Demi realizes the threat now heading straight for him.
He's hunting you.
The Bratva's war becomes even more urgent. Learning Levon's identity, the Russians target his circle first, attacking Dr. Roth during his peaceful yoga session at home. After Dr. Roth fails to pick up Mary from school, Levon senses something's wrong and rushes there.
You didn't kill him, did you?
Mary jokes about Levon possibly killing her grandfather, lightening the mood, but when asked about Roth's location, she says he's home. They speed back to find the house engulfed in flames.
Careful!
He races in and rescues Roth just before medics and firefighters arrive. Roth angrily blames Levon for the chaos.
Happened because of you.
But Mary defends him, reminding Roth that he saved his life. Levon promises to keep Mary safe while Roth recovers. Needing to ensure Mary's safety,
Your blind friend who doesn't know he's blind?
he brings her to stay with Gunny and his wife at their secluded cabin. There, he cools off briefly before preparing for the war ahead.
See you, sir.
Gunny leads him to a hidden stash of powerful weapons, offering Levon his pick for the upcoming assault. While preparing to move, Mary playfully insists on joining the fight.
Can I go?
Levon smiles but gently assures her everything will be alright and that she must stay behind. With heavy firepower and renewed determination, he sets out once more, ready to strike deep into enemy territory and bring Jenny back. The mission has become personal, and he's leaving nothing to chance. As Artemis and Viper drive Jenny to her execution point, she fights back, forcing their car to crash. Breaking free from her restraints, she flees into the woods while the enraged traffickers fire after her and miss.
Oh, you get it?
Jenny keeps running, alone and desperate, until she stumbles upon a night patrol and begs the officers for help. But relief turns to horror. These aren't saviors. The officers are on the traffickers' payroll. They deliver her right back to the compound, where Artemis and Viper wait, ready to finish the job.
Listening?
They receive a call from Broward. Surprisingly, he changes his mind. Now offering $1 million, he demands a second meeting with Jenny, this time fully conscious and even dirtier. Levon storms Demi's hideout, silently eliminating each guard in his path. Chaos erupts.
Begin a new life as a wealthy man, huh?
He shoots Demi, disabling him before freeing a captive woman. With Demi wounded and cornered, he demands answers, forcing him to reveal the exact location of Jenny's compound. Demi guides Levon to the compound's location. He forces Demi out at gunpoint, where Demi admits to his crimes. They sent photos of beautiful women to potential clients to let them choose a woman. Once a choice is made, the kidnappers go into action and got ready to deliver the woman and receive their money. He knows what he does is wrong and is unapologetic about it, stating someone else would be doing the job if not him. Levon kicks him into a creek and shoots him dead before entering the compound. He straps on his vest, moves in silence, and takes down each guard with precision as he approaches the compound. Dutch and his crew catch wind of Levon's assault and rally to stop him. Unfazed, he continues his relentless rampage, cutting down every thug in his path without hesitation. Artemis and Viper ready Jenny for the handoff, with Broward now intent on torturing and killing her in revenge. She's taken to a trap house where the sadistic buyer awaits. Just as Broward prepares to act, Levon detonates a grenade outside, causing chaos and rattling the entire casino structure. Panic erupts as guests flee in all directions. Dutch and his biker crew storm in, ready to crush Levon, but the lone warrior turns into a whirlwind of fury, battling the gang head-on in chaos. He finishes off the remaining bikers, then takes down Dutch, but honors him, respecting the soldier he once was. Hearing Jenny, he bursts in, kills Broward instantly. He crushes Viper with a brutal strike as Jenny locks her grip tighter, choking Artemis until her neck breaks. He frees Jenny from her chains and they flee together swiftly. Meanwhile, Simon's men also arrive, shooting their own cops, and also fires blindly at Levon's hiding spot. He cleverly eliminates Carp and the last goon, finds a motorcycle and escapes with Jenny.
Respect for an old friend.
Simon watches them vanish, furious. He contacts his brother Yuri, who coldly reminds him that Levon already got what he came for. The organization won't back his vendetta, brotherhood first, not his vengeance.
That will kill you.
Simon, enraged, and screams into the sky. Later, Levon returns Jenny home safely, where she's reunited with her overjoyed parents. Joe and Carla break down in tears, hugging her tightly and gratefully thanking him for bringing her back. He then arrives at Gunny's cabin, where Mary rushes into his arms. They all sit down for breakfast together, a rare moment of peace. Gunny, smiling proudly, tells Levon he's finally home now.
Welcome back, brother.
Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and let us know where you're watching from in the comments section. Your support is greatly appreciated, my dear friend. Feel free to click on the next video. Thank you.